Yo, yo, it's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, episode 122. Just want to give y'all a quick shout out, those in YouTube land. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button, leave comments, and hit that share button. Yeah, man, just y'all know the deal. Week after week, just trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you guys are out there, we engaged. If you got any questions, feel free to hit me up. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it. So y'all know the deal. Episode 22. Shouts out to everybody out there. Big up to my man Backpack Beats doing his thing. Big Low, where you at, boy? Been a minute. I know you preparing some things, man. So we're looking out for you. Freedom Train Radio. My man Clifford Jackson, Joe, Pat, Shelby, Candace, all doing things on here on YouTube, man. So y'all make sure to hit us up, man. Check out all those pages. Just search us on YouTube. Also, of course, down below on my chest, below the got yams, on my shirt, you should see www.freedomtrainradio.com. Make sure to hit the website up, follow the podcast, hit the subscribe button, like or star, whatever you do, bookmark the web page. There's also a app that you can put on your phone. Actually, I think only if you got Android. So Apple users, you got Chatty House. We got Freedom Train Radio. Make sure to download the app so you can listen to the podcast straight from your phone, or you can listen to the podcast anywhere that you where you listen to podcasts. And there we have it. And I think that's about it. Check out the description below, all the information. You can find me on all the socials. Of course, I have the socials popping up on the screen periodically throughout the episode. So y'all just make sure to hit me up and let me know that you following me. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the subscriptions. But I really want to interact with you guys, and I really hope that you holler back. All right. So anyway, let's get into it, man. Get into the recording. Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was my man Ashton Martin with Growth 4. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him dropping that joint to me. Actually, it just dropped the 15th. So a couple of days ago. So y'all make sure to check that out. Should be all streaming apps. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you stream your music. So y'all go and give my man Ashton Martin some love, man. You know what I'm saying? Give a little bro some love. Give bro some love. I hear grinding. I think they just did him and his wifey, we just did a show, a showcase last week. And actually, I think they should be in town. Go ahead and announce this, actually. Let me announce this episode 122 of the Enigma Sept podcast. I apologize. You guys sitting here trying to figure out, yo, E, what's good? What episode is this? But like I said, episode 122. Glad you guys are here with your boy. Hey, y'all make sure to follow me on all social medias, man. Just find the description in the description of the podcast. Y'all make sure to hit me up, man. Follow me. I holler back at your boy. At your boy. How about at your boy? But yeah, man. Ashton Martin. When is this? So yeah, man. Shouts out to the Beast. Saturdays, January 23rd, 2020. They got the Catch My Vibe Tour, Tallahassee edition, presented by Baller Boy Production. Shouts out to M3 and TKK and Company, hosted by the Beast and DJ Dan Killen. Those are supposed to be performing. Of course, like I said, my man Ashton Martin, my man M3, K Savage, my girl, my co-worker, JFK. Nah. That's my nickname for her. But anyway, Dallas, Aaliyah, Souls, Arié coming back in town from Duval, Dakota Rollins, who of course I plays music time and time again through the podcast. I think I played some last week. I think I played something last week of Dakotas, if not a week before. At Free Mook, Mookie. I think dang, did I have? I'm pretty sure I had some music from Mook. Probably about a year ago. I done ran into Mook like about a year and a half ago. So, so I co-signed everybody on here. It's going to be at the Very High Society location over there in Centerville Road here in Tallahassee. Sponsored by Quit Playing Apparel, Flow Down Travel, 23rd in Gothrow. So, yeah, man, big things. Honestly, I'm joining off the love. It's not paid promotion. They've been posting stuff all week on IG, things of that sort. Like I said, it's my people. Of course, you know what I'm saying? The Beast, a friend of the show. DJ Dan Killen's a friend of the show. Ashton Martin is my brother. You know what I'm saying? M3, a friend of the show. Dallas is a friend of the show. Dakota been on here. Of course, Ari, you know what I'm saying? That's a little sis or whatever. Doors open up at 8:30. So, you guys are interested, y'all make sure to check that out, man. But again, man, shout out to the Beast. I'm trying to think, what else? He got the other joint popping. Get my bro some love, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the Boo, you know what I'm saying? And look, they actually did a show last Thursday, January 14th, had one Drew. Well, I think one Drew down with, you know what I'm saying, Ashton them. So yeah. So man, he got VH presents the Boo. So y'all make sure to holler at the Beast, man. Y'all get y'all interviews with him, things of that sort. So you know what I'm saying? He trying to show love while he grinding. Plus, speaking of the Beast, you know what I'm saying? I think Buddy just did like a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he really out here grinding, bro. And all I can do is just show my, I guess, appreciation, show love or whatever. And I'm proud of my boy, man. Proud of anybody out here really trying to get out here grinding and making a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was off the cuff. That wasn't part of my notes. So let me find my notes. Before I really get into the gritty things, man, shouts out to any and everybody that's been supporting your boy, been down with your boy, listening to the show. It's greatly appreciated. Continue to support the subscriptions on the YouTube page. Has been going up slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all, so I appreciate it. Also, remember to continue to download the podcast and or just whatever you listen to the podcast, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications. So whenever they post up, boom, they right there for you. And of course, I already said it before in the intro, but much love to my Freedom Train Radio family for holding it down. Actually, go and give props to not only my man Joe Ward, but also Queen Candace. They both celebrated birthdays this week. You know what I mean? So let's give some love to them. And I'm trying to think, am I on the island? Because I know Pat and Shelby got the same birthday. They leprechauns. So they leprechauns. Joe and Candace, I guess, are goats. So they both I don't know, Capricorns. Am I tripping? So yeah, that's what we got. I think Cliff birthday may be in April or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember. You know, my buddy forever, but I don't remember his birthday. But anyway, so that's what we got. Also, I might as well give love to everybody. Shouts out my baby Felicia. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Fee. Actually, I gotta give Fee shouts out because we just reached our 3rd month anniversary. I felt like a dum-dum because I posted our wedding pictures. Honestly, I posted them because we just got them. You know what I mean? That's basically what happened. We had just got them, so I posted them, and then Fee turned around and posted some of her little set on our 3rd month anniversary. And I'm sitting there like, well, that would have been more fitting to wait until then. But yeah, it's all good. But what's even crazier than that, and I was telling Phil about this. I thought it was weird. So I posted the pictures. Granted, we got married 3 months ago. My status say I'm married. I'm pretty sure every other status I'm talking about Felicia. If you know what I'm saying. So you see the pictures, whatever. But regardless, I posted the pictures and I just simple caption. I didn't want to get too deep, so I just put blessed with a period because bam, that's it. That's the tweet. All these people hit me up with these like congratulations posts. And it was just like, you guys do know that the wedding was 3 months ago. What's going on? Like, I appreciate the love, not to be a butthole. I appreciate the love. It is appreciated, but it threw me off because I'm like, did these people not know I was already married? Or it could have been, and I'll take it as such. It could have been that they just want to say congratulations again. And again, I appreciate that, but I was a bit confused. I was just a bit confused because I was like, I really hope that is, people are saying congratulations, thinking I just recently got married, when me and Fee have been at this for 3 months now. So it seems like forever. Get me out of here. Oh my, I'm joking. I am joking. I am. Bruh. Fee looking at me like, what? But what? Damn. I'm just trying to make Fee laugh right now. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Do you think I'm out here trying to look like Big Jaw because I got the Got Yam shirt looking like Big Jaw with a Scully? I know those are podcasts. You guys can't see me. You can only hear me. But when I drop the video, you'll see. I actually think I look like Ice Cube when he decided to come out with the Plan for Black America. that's the look I was trying to go for no reason at all. But here we go. Anyway, you guys aren't here for me to ramble about my Facebook page. You guys are here for the hip hop news, and we're going to give it to you. So on the top of the ticket, YFN Lucci was arrested on murder charges in Atlanta. Reported that he was denied bond, even though there was some people that were kind of, I saw some comments where it was like, yo, the kid that went and shot up the little Black Lives Matter protest in Minnesota was able to get got bonded, $2 million. But they couldn't do that for Lucci. Like, what's good? But hey, America, right? Now his girlfriend, Reginae Carter, who, yes, is the daughter of Lil Wayne, she made a post on IG indicating that he'll be out soon, that lawyers are on it, but it's looking kind of crazy right now because apparently he was on a run for a minute. He turned himself in. And then the weird thing is apparently he was the driver. And he was driving someone that actually shot the victim. I guess there's some audio. I think it's just an audio of the 911 call about the shooting. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, you are at least a star. Yeah, I won't say a superstar, but you're at least a rap star. Probably make decent amount of money. Your girlfriend's the daughter of one of the most famous rappers ever. And why would you be driving the getaway car? Like, it just seems ridiculous. The whole thing is bad, and prayers to the victim and their family. But yeah, and hopefully you will hope, because of Lucci's talent, that A, it's not true, B, he's exonerated, and C, that the true killers are found if he is not indeed the killer. But if everything is true, and he was a driver that drove the person that shot somebody up, why would you be the driver? Like, why would you be involved with something like that if you have a promising career? Like, that's just, It's crazy. And I think that's why a lot of people are scratching their heads like, what? Like, this is why, this is even news. But yeah, we'll just see how things turn out. Unfortunately, we see these type of stories in the rap game with violence, man. And time and time again, I'm gonna say it, man. We gotta chill. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. But yeah, we'll see. And then just unfortunately, Wendy Williams had to be on some silly crap. And I just realized that Wendy Williams was Felicia's mom name at some point. That's kind of funny. But Wendy Williams, I don't think he heard me. Anyway, Wendy Williams came out and she had some choice words telling Reginae that she need to maybe she get away from Lucci because her dad has legal issues and she don't need a boyfriend that has legal issues as well. And that was just stupid, especially Wendy Williams. She can't. She get paid to talk about people. She is no position to try to throw shade. Her whole life is shady. Like from rumors of sucking off Biggie to people even thinking that she was even born a woman. Her husband just scandalously cheating on her and trying to steal her money. And apparently she has some kind of biopic coming out, a biography, and she's apparently she had I guess a situation with there was a date rape. That's not funny. I'm not making light of that at all. But apparently it was some singer. I don't know who the singer is. Like I saw the name. I can't recall his name right now. It's probably one part of the docket, but just speaking on Wendy Williams. Yeah, but apparently he was famous and she was acting like she was all into him and he made her feel special and he got to the hotel and he took it. And if true, that's horrible. But on the flip side, it's Wendy Williams and it's hard to really have sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, it was hard for me to have sympathy for Wendy Williams after the little beef she had with Method Man and bringing out his wife's cancer diagnosis when they was trying to keep that on the wraps. Like she has been in a hot seat for me since then. So I just really ain't got a little sympathy, you know what I'm saying, for old girl. But yeah, she would keep her mouth shut. But she get paid to open her mouth, and she get paid more than me to open her mouth. Hey yo, so like somebody said, let me get paid Wendy Williams money. Maybe that's. I was talking to Phil about this earlier. It's negativity. You guys love negativity. I'm really thinking like, should I come with more salacious stuff on this podcast? Should I be a little bit more spicy? Is that what you guys want? Let me know in the comments below now. You guys want me to get salacious? You get all the news? Guess what? I don't have it. I'm sorry. I just report the news. I don't have any. I don't be in people's business like that, bro. It's just I don't care about you guys. The listeners, yeah, I'm just these rapper guys. I don't care. Speaking of idiot rapper guys, Bow Wow got some heat this week. Bow Wow been getting heat for the past. I think Bow Wow paying somebody. The Bow Wow was just all quiet. All of a sudden, 2021, this Bow Wow, just everywhere. Like, what's going on? Well, apparently, Bow Wow got some heat from the internets for performing at a packed Houston club. Every story about Bow Wow is funny. So, like, just like last week, Bow Wow got into got some more heat. Or got clowned using a boat with some ladies, and he posted it on the internet. And yeah, it really, the boat, I thought people were just clowning Bow Wow because they just clown Bow Wow. But yeah, the boat really looked like a Fisher House, My First Boat type boat. Like it really, there was like no walking room. There were maybe like 6, 7 people on the boat. and I was really trying to figure out how they got on the boat. There was like you had to sit on the boat, and that was it. You couldn't move. There was nowhere else to go. So he was like, you know, hey, look at me. Ah, I'm Bow Wow. And the internet was like, Shad, if you don't sit down, you look crazy. So he got clowned. So he went and found a bigger boat, had the ladies on there. Hey, look at me. It was like, bro, that boat is docked. Did you pay somebody just to jump on their boat to kind of take up for the fact that the other boat was like small? Because at least the other boat was moving on the water, like someone's bathtub or something, but it was moving on the water. But this other boat, like, it was docked. You could see like the cars on the street. So it's like, nah. So you had the boat fiasco, the Bow Wow challenge, and then so now comes the fact that he was in this Houston club, and people blaming him for, you know, causing a super spreader event. You know, those people on Twitter was like, "Yo, I'm not risking my life for Bow Wow, for the Bow Wow concert. Was good." But apparently what's good is that the news is actually worse. It wasn't that people came out for a Bow Wow concert at all. It turns out the club was already packed. So Bow Wow took the initiative to jump on stage, and the DJ played a couple songs, and you can see Bow Wow performing. So it turns out that Bow Wow tried to use a packed club as a photo op to make it look like he was rocking a packed house, when he really just kind of slipped on stage and did a couple songs. All of that just for the internet to say, you sicko, you're going to cause more COVID-19 outbreaks. Idiot. What's wrong with you? Man, how old is Bow Wow? Bow Wow got to be, what, 32? Man, look older than us. I mean, Jay-Z look younger than Bow Wow right now. That's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with y'all 87 babies. Y'all gotta stop. Speaking of Houston, though, speaking of Houston clubs, Fabulous and Trey Songz had to shut down their little super spreader wannabe get together. I'm pretty sure because of the Bow Wow incident. I'm pretty sure because they saw everybody get on Bow Wow case. It was like, we want that's happening to us. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it all the way down. So yeah, good for Fabulous, good for Trey Songz. Yeah, speaking of Fabulous and Trey Songz and people that beat on women, apparently. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. Do you see me laughing? Nope, not at all. What we got? Oh yeah, Dr. Dre. Man, oh man, it's the topsy-turvy life of Dr. Dre. Like, what was all this last year? Not even last. I can't say last year. 2020 was an asterisk. Oh, I get that. What was this in 2019? No Bow Wow news, no Dr. Dre news, and all of a sudden they just taking up the first 3 weeks of the year. What is going on? Anyway, of course, told you guys last week that Dr. Dre had an aneurysm. Aneurysm. I know last week I couldn't pronounce it. I thought it was slick and be able to pronounce it this week. You know, aneurysm. Him having it is not funny. Me trying to pronounce it is. So yeah, just roll with it. But yeah. So he rushed to the hospital. Apparently he's fine now, even though they're still watching him. Someone's probably watching him. I'm pretty sure. He's that rich. Pretty sure he has someone to watch him. But they got medical team watching him, still trying to figure out what happened to make his brain bleed. Now, in the meantime, between time, while he was in the hospital, Apparently, some guys went to go rob his house knowing that he wasn't there. Crazy. I guess that's Cali for you. Especially like lately, there's been a lot of like robberies in like these like rich Hollywood places. Of course, we know about Pop Smoke. Unfortunately, was passed away, but he was like in the Hollywood Hills. Who else almost got hit? Was it not Tiger? Hitmaker. Can't think of his old name. But yeah, Hitmaker got hit. They tried to rob him. But it's been like a number of rich people basically in Hollywood, rich parts of LA getting robbed. And it looks like it's like a thing now. Like Richie Kid got popped. I remember that happened a couple of years ago. Like it's really a thing. So anyway, but apparently he made it back home. In the meantime, between time two, speaking of number two, he I don't have to do the number two right now. My face may look like it, but I don't have to do the number two. But apparently he went ahead and signed off on the $2 million a month spousal support to his estranged wife. But also in after that happened, reports came out with details came out from the divorce papers or files that she accused Dr. Dre of hitting her in the head. I guess a couple of times in like 1999 up in like 2000, 2001. And then also too, she accused him of putting a gun to her head one time in 2001 and another time recently, the year 2020. So now Dr. Dre, of course, is infamous for putting his hands on hip-hop journalist D. Barnes back in the early 90s. And that incident was made light of by one Eminem in a song Guilty Conscience. But to think that even around that time when Eminem was making light of the D. Barnes incident, that Dr. Dre may have been putting his hands on his wife. Yeah, this looks really, really bad. Feels really bad. And also, too, again, because we know the D. Barnes incident, it doesn't seem far-fetched that his estranged wife and her allegations aren't far-fetched. I'm not sure if there was any abuse between him and Michelle A. when they were dating, but yeah. So it's kind of weird in the sense that a lot of people, will pray for Dr. Dre. He's feeling better, and there's a rumor that he's still working on the Detox album. But it's like, bro, I don't know if there's gonna be too much excitement if it's found out this man was like not only just beating on his wife but threatening her life. Yeah, nah, you won't get down like that. We can love the Chronic, you can love Doggy Style, you can love 2001, you can love the Marshall Mathers LP, but if you beat on your wife and putting a gun to her head, you can get the fuck up out of here, bro. I don't care who you are, straight up. So, it's kind of weird again because like you can't wish that the allegations aren't true. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to wish that his wife is a liar. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's just I don't know. Can't get with it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what other details come out. But yeah, I guess those prayers for Dr. Dre may have to slow up, bro. If you're a white beater, especially pulling guns on women in 2020 you should know better by then. You're over 50 years old, bro. What's wrong with you? Andre. So anyway, before we get to going to the break, man, I dropped this next song. I did want to give a big shout out to hiphopgoldenage.com. I've been following them on Twitter and typically have like, good hip hop posts or whatever, give you like updates on like albums and giving album reviews, especially a lot of underground stuff. So, and I feel kind of bad because I really, really want to focus more so on like underground stuff. I know when I give y'all hip hop news, like right now, most of it is mainstream. So just want to give a shout out to Hip Hop Go to Age. Again, it's not paid promotion. I don't even know them fools over there. It's just some people I follow on Twitter. But I did want to mention their top 250 rap albums list. And I was confused. To say the least, man, I can give y'all the top 10. The top 10 pretty decent. I'm not even mad at the top 10. Of course, it wouldn't be my top 10, but I'm not mad. But some of just the ranking, like some of the albums just really didn't match up. And I say this, and I think it's obvious that, you know, I'm an Outkast fan, and if I'm gonna give anybody a top 10 rap albums that, you know, Outkast is gonna litter that top 10 regardless. Like I would have to put at least, maybe I should give y'all my top. Haven't I given y'all my top 10? I don't know. I think I have. I believe I have. But anyway, I would think that 3 of those spots would be Outkast albums. I'm not saying that this list that's the case, but it tripped me out because it was just like, yeah, this one. Well, no. Okay, this didn't trip me out. So they got Eminem the Slim Shady LP at 135. Got Tupac's All Eyes on Me at 134. All right, cool. Now, granted, I know some people, that album will be number 1. That album should be top 10. I do think that album is a classic. Even though it's not one of my favorite, right? So 134 seems like pretty low, but all right, cool. I get that, you know, whatever criteria may be, you know, maybe some songs that didn't do it for them. But what tripped me out is you got All Eyes on Me at 134, Eminem at 135. And you got LP's Fantastic Damage at 133. Now, I like all 3 of those albums. Oddly enough, probably the 2 white boys. I can't say that. I like Fantastic Damage, but I don't know if I like Fantastic Damage more than All Eyes on Me. I can't say that. I can't, no. And that's what tripped me out. Because it's a couple songs on Fantastic Damage that I love, especially Stepfather Factory. And it's another, I can't think of the name, but I love the song. I know it sounds weird that I don't know the name of the song, but I love the song. Chill out, relax. But, and of course, again, you know me, you know I love the Slim Shady LP. But I have no problem with All Eyes on Me above the Slim Shady LP, but below Fantastic Damage, like, bro, no, I wouldn't do that. And then not only that, like down the line, they got freaking Nas and Damian Marley, distant relatives. And I know I've heard as I haven't listened to the whole album. Take my hip hop card away. I heard it's a great album, like a low key classic album. But that's it. It's a low key classic album. Like I don't see how you could put that above like All Eyes on Me. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And that's what kind of gets you is like you look at the list and you like, yo, bro, how can you put this album's in a decent spot, but how can you put this album over like this other classic album? Okay, I think the last Outkast album got 4. Yeah, Criminal at 40. It seemed okay. I was like, okay, I get Outkast at 40. And it was like a lot of albums that I think Criminal is better than that was above it, including got Ready to Die at 21. I was gonna say it's another album. Oh, Run the Jewels 2. Run the Jewels 2 is better than Aquemini? Hell no. 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 No, sir. No. I refuse. Okay, they got ATLs at 13. I can't argue with that. But Aquemini is Outkast. Matter of fact, let me take that. Again, y'all, if you know me, right? ATL is my favorite album, but I think Equimini is Outkast's best album. ATL is better than Equimini? It's ringing hot? Boy, if y'all, let me give y'all a top 10, man. See, I ain't even going to it, but I started looking at the list and started getting hyped. Okay, here's a top 10. We're going to go to the next song. Number 10, Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded. Number 9, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. Again, I love the album. The album's great. I do think it deserved to be number 9. Still be hard pressed to think you're going to have this album over like any Biggie albums, any Tupac albums, Slim Shady LP, Marshmallow LP. Like, this album deserves to be here, but I could tell, like, you setting yourself up for argument for that. Anyway, number 9, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. Number 8, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Number 7, Ultramagnetic MCs, Critical Beatdown. Yo, this a lot of y'all may not know about this album, but yeah. Like, I wasn't even a fan of. I didn't even listen to rap back then. This is an album maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, that album is still the test of time. Number 6, Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the Wu-Tang. Number 5, Matt Villainy, of course. That's Dr. Doom, MF Doom, and Mad Lib. They did the collab album, of course. Number 4, Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. Number 3, A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory. Number 2, Nas, Illmatic. Number 1, Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Now, the only thing that made me think that that DJ A to the L didn't make this list is that Kendrick Lamar is in the top 10. You would have never put Kendrick Lamar in the top 10 or probably even the top 20. So outside of that, like all of those picks, really, number 11 was De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising. Everything else made me think DJ A to the L would have picked. Even though I don't know, I don't think A to the L really liked. I think he liked MF Doom, but he wasn't no MF Doom big fan. So maybe MF Doom wouldn't have made it in there. But the rest of, especially, I know for sure his number 1 album would be the Public Enemy album. I know that for sure. Shouts out to my man DJ A to the L. Anyway, you guys can check out the list for yourself at hiphop-list-250-hip-hop-albums-of-time. Just go to hiphopgoldenage.com. I don't know why I did all that. That was stupid. Anyway, I'm getting to the next track, man. I'm tripping now at this point. They pissed me off. Doggone Criminal below ATLians. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, my man Dell B with For Show. We're gonna be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby? Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard, my man Dell B with For Show. For show. For sure. Come on. Look like Spoon. We fuck dwarves in the ass. Like somebody nigga with this nigga tie. Yo, anyway, man, ain't gonna keep y'all long. I don't always say that, but honestly, a little countdown thing that should have been the centerpiece of the damn show. I think that list was giving me that riled up. I was into it, man. But what we got? We got crazy things facing us right now. And regarding the political landscape of the nation. Oh no, what's happening? So yeah, so we are now coming to the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden and the first lady vice president, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. And these people out here wilding, bro. They threatening state capitals and stuff. Yo, it's bugged out. And to put a personal spin on it, me and Felicia don't live too far away from the Florida state capitol. I'm pretty sure we walk down the street a couple of blocks, we can see the capitol from where we live at. That's how close we are. And yeah, we've been hailing helicopters all night. Well, a couple of nights. The mayor of Tallahassee has come out and said, you know, they are standing by and standing alert. What that fool said? Stand down and stand by. Well, anything to happen. Ain't no permits. So if you popped up for a bad reason, they're gonna pop you. You better watch out. But of course, all of this stemmed from the fiasco at the U.S. Capitol during the counting of the Electoral College, or the certification of Electoral College votes. Man, so pretty much everything is on shutdown like it's been for most of 2020. And it seemed like all of the mess of 2020 is starting to just pile over into 2021. Crazy. So dealing with that should be a joyous time for everybody, or for most people. Apparently, there's some people that are just sore losers, really sore losers. And the thing that's been on my head about this whole thing is not the loud Trump supporters, not the one that went up there to the U.S. Capitol. And I'm sorry, I find it funny. I am on some Malcolm X tip. I feel like the U.S. Capitol fiasco was the chickens coming home to roost. America has exacted not just violence, but racial violence on black and brown people in this country and around the world. And I may seem like I'm on my James Baldwin, with no pause on that. He was proud of who he was. But maybe on my James Baldwin, just because, me and Fee watched the, I'm Not Your Negro documentary on Netflix. Then the night before this recording, we watched a night in Miami, which I gotta say, I do recommend you guys watching that. Shouts out to Regina King. That girl came from having little funky braids she had on 227 to directing Oscar-worthy pieces, man. Everyone did a great part. All the actors did a great part. He had Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali before, or while he was still Cassius Clay. So talking like Trump now. What else we had? Why was it Otis Redding? I know damn well that it was Sam Cooke. Otis Redding popped in my head. What? Sam Cooke and Jim Brown. They was all in a room together. And honestly, I thought I had heard that, the room thing was just fictional, but they were just making all the events like around it true. But it turned out they really did meet in that hotel. So if I told anybody else, I was telling Fee before, Fee like, this old dude think you know everything. Like, no, I don't. Clearly I don't. The thing was, I was telling Fee like, yeah, you know, they've been in the hotel room. That was because of the movie. But then we watched the documentary on Sam Cooke right afterwards, and Jim Brown was like, yeah, so we met in the hotel room after the Sonny Liston fight. And I was like, oh snap, I was wrong. Now, granted, maybe the dialogue didn't go exactly the same. Maybe we took credit license on that, but they did meet in the hotel after the Sonny Liston fight. So I was a bit wrong. It's just funny. I got Jim Brown face in my head. He was like, yeah, so we met in the hotel in Miami. I just felt wrong. I just had like a dunce hat just came on top of my head like, yo. So anyway, I just said all that. Like I said, we watched the Sam Cooke documentary. We watched A Night in Miami. And then we watched the James Baldwin and the Bob Marley biopic. So I'm really on my Black Power tip right now. It's on me. It's on me. Hey, yo. But anyway, so yeah, so this country has exacted violence, political violence, emotional violence, physical violence on Black and brown people. So, you know, to see that violence turn on its head, hard for me to have really any real sympathy. You know, it's almost comedic. Mostly because nobody got hurt hardly. Now, of course, a couple police officers got killed. The lady trying to climb through the window, she got popped. I told y'all past episode about that. They was beating one cop. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to the whole fiasco, but y'all pretty sure you guys have heard that ad nauseum at this point. But now we're dealing with sort of an aftermath, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because there was this fear, this real fear when Obama was elected. And I remember hearing other people talk about it. I know I felt it when they had the inauguration and him and Michelle walked out that car and walked in the public with everyone around. And it was like, yo, y'all need to chill out. Like, I need y'all stay in the car and just wave. Because we don't know how crazy these people are. And it's even like the night that he won the election, Obama won the election back in 2008. They came out with the babies, with their daughters. It's like, yo, need y'all to relax. I know they got the shooters, but we don't trust nobody, right? So here we are 12 years later, 13 years later. And, you're thinking like, yo, now there's a real threat for a white president. You know what I'm saying? They have to watch his head. And they just locking everything down because white supremacist thinking is really kind of taking a hold of this country. You know what I mean? To the point that even white people are at risk. And it's like, man, it's crazy because it's like, man, we told y'all. We've been telling y'all. We told y'all about Trump and what he represented. You didn't want to listen. Thought he was harmless. Oh, it's just a reality TV show. So, no. It's not about what he was, about what he represented and how he came to political power. Because Trump had ran or contemplated running for office before. In particular, in the late 90s, early 2000s. Didn't gain any traction. He didn't gain any traction until he started dealing with the loonies and their all these weird theories. In particular, the birther movement. This theory that Obama was some Muslim terrorist that was supposed to be some, what is it, Merchant? I can't say the word. Merchant candidate supposed to come in and take over the country from the inside. Like he came into the game on lunacy and kind of laughed it off, thought he was harmless until he won. He was like, well, maybe you just keep him at bay throughout the next 4 years and he'll lose the next election. Everything will be fine. But now look where we at. Not only is Washington, D.C. locked down, but every state capital in the country. Because you thought him playing with the loonies were harmless. A lot of that was based off white supremacy. White people can't be that bad. Of course not. We've been told y'all white people have been that bad. At least some of them. These types. But like I said, the funny thing is, what I've been looking at is not the loud ones, but the quiet ones. Because my timeline been hella quiet. It was a lot of people, black and white people. A lot of people talking a lot of smack, bigging up Trump, especially during the election. I get that, election kind of gave a lot of people the room to kind of put out their political, ideologies on Front Street. And granted, everybody that was gung-ho about either voting for Biden or voting Democrat, they not being political correspondents or, speaking pieces now. About 3 months ago, everybody act like they were supposed to be on CNN, quiet down across the board. But there's a lot of people that were really gung-ho about Trump that all of a sudden not a peep. And they just acting like they have nothing to say. And I find that very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because at the very least, I would hope that they'll have some kind of remorse. Some kind of, hey, yo, we messed up. I thought he was this. I didn't know this was going to happen. But, bro, you ain't got nothing to say. You that shame? Are you co-signing the crap? One or the other. Now, I think it's important that we make sure that we don't forget who was quiet. Especially during the time, this Martin Luther King holiday weekend. Dr. King said, paraphrase, he was like, it's not the ones that are exacting the violence, because we see them, but it's the ones that are quiet. It's the ones that are not speaking out or speaking against those that are bringing violence and continuing the oppression of their fellow Americans. That's who are the most dangerous. It's those that sit quietly on the sidelines and just try to figure out what's going on. When you have a voice, and you use that voice to speak up and speak out to stop this lunacy, because it could have been stopped as far as Donald Trump go, and the Trumpkins, Trump supporters, the MAGAs. That could have been stopped in its tracks had sensible people just stepped up. But nah, you did freedom of speech. I ain't saying should have restricted their speech, but you could have stepped up and say, hey, man, that sounds stupid. Shut up. You had no basis for this, but you allowed it to fester, allowed it to create itself, to build itself, and now you're trying to figure out how to get rid of it. You may not know how to, because it's become a monster on its own. Donald Trump could die tomorrow of natural causes. I'm not praying that he does. But the problem is that ball is rolling. And what we finding now is that you have people that's going to continue that ball rolling. You had congressmen that was helping those people get into the U.S. Capitol. And not only just helping people get in the U.S. Capitol, but they were standing there knowing that there was no factual basis of any widespread voter improprieties regarding Donald Trump's non-reelection, but yet they still stood on the ground and said, we're going to contest these votes. And they still sat there and going to act like the people who are clearly being fooled by misinformation online We know they're getting fed misinformation online, but still trying to give them some kind of space to say, hey, they're right. No, they're not. They're not right. They're wrong. We know they're wrong. There's evidence that they're wrong, but yet you want to stop the democratic process that you claim is right, that you claim you stand by. You still want to sit here and stop this process because of somebody that you know don't have the right information because you trying to think about your next election and trying to maintain some kind of whatever power you get, whatever that may be, Ted Cruz. Yeah, it's lunacy, man. It's lunacy. And like I said, I'm really looking at, I ain't gonna call you out. I have some names in my head. I know who. But yeah, your silence is what's the problem is. You knew you was wrong. You knew the candidate you was rocking with this a couple months ago, like really messed up. Like own up to that. Ain't no shame in that to own up to it, but to be quiet, act like your hand wasn't dirty, like, nah, bro. Y'all foul for that. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say, man. Hopefully everything is a peaceful transaction. Also, too, man, my thing is those that's rocking with Biden and Kamala. Man, like I said, I voted for them. Not necessarily that I trust them that much. You know what I mean? But I do think it was the better alternative, and I hope that they do some good stuff while they're in there. But on our end, as citizens, we got to put the fire under their ass, basically. You know what I mean? And now, Ice Cube, 2020 twin. Now is the time to bring your plan to them and see what's good. All right? Bring it to the people first. All right? Bring it to the people so they can co-sign your shit. And then take it up to Kamala and Biden and see what's good. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, how do I do this stuff? I don't know. How do I go over an hour by myself? It's crazy. And Fia tell y'all, I almost didn't do this show. I was almost a wrap. Now give y'all too much content. I'm gonna change the name one day. Anyway, maybe we get to these next songs, man. I actually got some big time. But this song was actually promoted by low key promoted by Jadakiss. The artist was definitely promoted by Jadakiss. So big up to my man Mason Caine. This is Broaddaylight featuring Mason Caine with Back on My BS, produced by Scram Jones. Those who know Scram Jones know what's up. And then I got my man Dermo with Grimy Ruxpin, the ghost of Zen Pequeno. You know what I mean? And then that's what we got. So you get into these tracks, man. We'll be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, 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 and we back. This boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was Broaddaylight featuring Mason Caine with Back on My BS. My man Dermo with Grimy Ruxpin. Yo, also too, man, I said this in the beginning of the episode. So Mish, if you are listening, I'm sorry I had to wait till the end of the episode to correct it. But last week I played a song by an artist coming out of Virginia, Maryland. What is it? I said Mesh. That wasn't the name. Name is Mish. So it's spelled M. What was it? M-E $H. No, I said that back. It's M backwards. No, it's M3 $H. Yeah. So it's pronounced Mish. I said Mesh last week. I said it. I knew I was saying it wrong, but I told Mish that I would correct it on the following episode. Should have did it in the beginning, but got caught up. So, Misha, I apologize, shorty. I got you. I support you. You know what I'm saying? You got any more music, get at me. Matter of fact, I'll get at you. You know what I'm saying? And try to, you know, hopefully we can get an interview. I won't be mad at that. She seemed like an interesting character, so we'll see what's good, man. But yeah, so that's what we got. Other than that, man, I don't know what else to tell you. That's just let's come back next week. See for episode 123. Again, shouts out to Freedom Train Radio and Freedom Train Organization for everything they do with the podcast. What else? Follow me on my socials, everything down below. Y'all make sure to check those out. And check out the video. Those in podcast land. Make sure to check out the YouTube video. Check out all my other YouTube videos. I would think it's interesting if y'all want to. You can go back to my past episodes, see what I was talking about. Be like, oh, snap, I forgot that even happened. Yo. You can do that. I'm just saying. Honestly. Also, and she's trying to drawing straws right now. Of course, big up to my daughter Mackenzie. Daddy loves you. Trying to see if I can find her face. There she go. Move this way. Oh yeah. Whoa. See her face on the YouTube. Yo, your daddy loves you. Shout out to Kobe. Kobe been quiet the whole time. Yo, we gonna get Kobe cold. Matter of fact, hold up. I ain't gonna bother Fee. She on the lounge. We'll go get Kobe, man. Get Kobe a snack when I get up out of here. Other than that, man, this episode 122. I'm getting y'all here. You guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your MLK weekend. And that's it. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.